Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's Steve coming at you. Hope you're having a great day. It's great to talk to you again. I just had something really quickly I wanted to share. Hopefully this video is not going to be too long at all. I've just been kind of like the rest of you, living and through this new world that's been kind of thrust upon us by the coronavirus. I am amazed still when I drive around and see all the stores that are closed, the lack of people that are out. Although here in Texas, especially in North Texas where I live, it seems to be not as, it hasn't affected us as deeply as it's affected other places like areas of California, areas of New York, maybe even certain areas in Florida or Connecticut or New Jersey or whatever. But there's something that I've noticed that's incredible. The one good thing I've noticed about this whole pandemic. Now, before I get to that, I wanted to share this with you. My personal belief, as you know from previous videos, is that this virus pandemic is way overblown. Not that the virus isn't serious, not that it's not dangerous, not that it's not killing people. I know all those things are true, but the pandemic and the fear and the panic associated with it is unnecessary, in my personal estimation. I've been looking at the numbers from the CDC for the CV-19. I've been looking at numbers for the flu. The flu and the amount of people the flu has killed and is killing far outpaces everything that's going on with CV. Far outpaces it. And I've listened to the president and I've watched a little bit of the daily briefings that go on because I want to stay informed, but by the same token, I don't want my entire day to be filled with negative. So I watch other things besides that, or I'll be online and I'll check things out. But I don't stay so immersed in this that it becomes a drudgery in my life. But I am a believer that something deeper is going on, because nobody even talks about the numbers of people who died from the flu. 24,000, by the way, this flu season in the U.S. alone. But nobody talks about that anymore. They are all over this corona deal. And as much as I dislike the panic that the media drudges up and that's being, fed by the politicians and everybody, it's just constant frenzy just feeding upon itself. The one thing I do like about this is this entire event has brought some clarity. At least it seems to have brought some clarity. So now that we're all kind of stuck at home or stuck going to and from stores, which is, I just came from one store, I'm going to be heading to another one here in a moment. But now that we've all been kind of sheltered in place or only going to certain areas and that sort of thing, washing our hands a lot, not touching our face or not touching our face too much, or washing our hands after we touch our face or whatever, there's a certain amount of clarity it's brought. See, the disease doesn't care about the SJWs, and it doesn't care about which is the social justice warriors, doesn't care about the identity politics people, doesn't care about the Me Too movement, doesn't care about liberals and conservatives, doesn't care about politics of the day or what's going on, doesn't care about the upcoming election. The disease and the virus and the disease both don't care, because everybody can get some. It does not discriminate. It's not talking about color. It's not talking about, well, you only hate me because I'm this, or you only hate me because of that. It doesn't care about transgender. It doesn't care about any of your stupid, petty issues. It just does not care. Because it's going to get everybody who isn't careful. Now, I'm not saying we're all going to get it. I'm just saying for everybody who's not careful, expect to get some. That's just how it is. So I like the clarity that's brought to families and to friends and the people who are reaching out. Like I've reached out to people who reached out to me. It's been incredible, because you start to understand what's really important, and you start to understand that there is a demarcation line, that certain things are right and certain things are wrong. and all this gray BS they've been trying to pump in the media and on television and in life and in politics. No, there's a line. And we should all come together so that we can make it past this event. Put aside your petty differences, because that stuff is for another time. And I love the fact that at least now we seem to at least be on the same page when it comes to fighting this newest scourge. Now again, I believe the disease is something we have to pay attention to. I believe it's killing a lot of people, especially elderly people or people who have compromised immune systems. I don't want to see that happen. I also believe that this thing has been way overhyped, and there was no need for us to close down every store that was deemed non-essential in the country. But the one thing, like I said, it has done is it's brought a certain amount of clarity. And I do like clarity. So the comic book creators who are creating stupid stuff like Safe Space and Snowflake, come on, Marvel. And the things that are going on with DC, with Gotham High, turning Bruce Wayne into a crazy rich Asian, and it's just ridiculous stuff that's going on. It's going to fail because nobody cares. Nobody cares. All we want to do is get back to our normal lives, get back to sports. I've been watching a lot of sports commentary, basically, because there are no sports. But I've enjoyed that part of my day and that part of my life, because the constant barrage of, Orange Man bad or trying to, nobody cares. The disease is coming for everybody if you're not vigilant, basically. So put aside the petty stuff. Let's focus on what's really important, our families, our loved ones, the people we care about, and let's get past this, because we have another whole month, beginning of the month right now, we have a whole month to hopefully get back to normal. Now, do I believe all the most ridiculous assessments of 100 to 200,000 people are going to die? No, I don't believe that. But I do believe it doesn't hurt to be safe and to be vigilant. I don't like all this being cooped up and not being able to access certain things and go to certain places. I don't like any of that. As I was telling a very good friend and mentor of mine last night, I would rather die in freedom than live in fear. As I've said in previous videos, I'm not scared, for me, of catching the virus if I was to catch it. I would want to stay away from my loved ones and people who I could compromise, but I'm not scared for me. Because again, the concept of living a free man is more important to me personally than living in fear. And as I've said it in the past, when you know who you are and whose you are, you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff, because you know where you're going. So with that, everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Focus on the things that are important. Focus on clarity, and you'll understand that all this petty stuff that we've seen in the past in the media being promoted by social justice warriors, being promoted by the identity politics community, the soft handshake, low V-neck wearing, man bun wearing, Safe Space Snowflake, millennial attitude, Me Too, victimized, the victimization crowd is all trash. It's all trash in comparison to this, because they can all get some too. So let's focus on just being real and good to each other, getting through this thing, continue practicing the social distancing. I think that's actually not a bad idea. I'd love to see a few more businesses open up and just be able to do that within the context of those businesses. But let's continue to practice those things and get past this so that we can get better and get back to being America again. And with that, have a fantastic day. Hope you're having fun. Please, if you disagree with everything I said or anything I said, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you like what I said, leave a comment for that too. Hit the thumbs up button or the thumbs down. Either is fine. And please subscribe and share the video. Thank you so much for you guys' time. I hope to talk to you again soon. Y'all take care.